Dear sustainability, Hello, dear sustainability partners from around the world. We are Asia SDG Action Campaign from Taiwan. We would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Azerbaijan and the COP29 organizing team for their world invitation. Now, let me introduce the head of our potential, Mr. Chiu Ming-Qin, who will share insight on Taiwan Civil Society Awards in Sustainable Development. Dave, please.
Thank you, Vicky. Greetings to all COP29 partners. I'm Chiu Ming-Qin, a senior executive from Oriental Freight Service and also a PMBA graduate student at National Taiwan University. I'm honored to share some insights from my research here at COP29. At the same time, I would like to introduce my members to all of you. Yo Jing-In, she will share corporate and university sustainable actions in Taiwan. Sun Ting, she observes some developed country and large corporations devote their dedication to the world in sustainable development. Wang Zijie, how to make garbage into gold. You will be interested in his story. Wang Junru, he will describe a successful, sustainable reborn village to you. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my personal report. Asia has long been regarded as the world's factory, producing everything from home appliances to industrial products, even semiconductor chips. The Asian supply chain plays a critical role in enhancing human welfare and improving the quality of life. However, with growing global concern over climate change, carbon emissions have become a shared challenge for governments and business. The EU recently introduced the CBAM and upcoming packing and packing waste regulation. We call it PPWR, both of which have huge impacts on our global supply chain. The PPWR plans to improve the management of packing and packing waste, promote a circular economy, and fulfill SDGs Goal 12, responsible consumption and production, and SDG Goal 13, climate action. At the goal of PPWR, it focuses on the extended producer responsibility, we call it EPR, which requires producers to take the responsibility for waste. This means some companies are responsible for the cost of recycling, processing, and waste management. Traditionally, waste management costs were covered by the local government and taxpayer of the importing countries, but EPR shifts its financial burden to the producer. This presents new challenges for makers and logistics supply chain in Asia, requiring them to re-evaluate their operational models to comply with the new environmental regulations. Business action. In response to this new regulation and market demand, business need to adjust their strategy to stay competitive. We can start the following aspect. Ensure that supply chain and logistics partners understand and follow new requirements. All materials provided need meet recyclability and hazardous substance restriction of PPWR. The logistics industry should consider reducing packing volume and weight and increasing reusability. This not only reduces resource consumption and carbon emission, but also lower the long-term costs through the use of recyclable material. Besides, logistics companies should work with recycling firms to create comprehensive recycling network that makes sure proper recycling and reuse of packing waste. Developing reverse logistics aligned with the PPWR's recycling requirement and creates a new business model to increase overall values. Promoting decarbonization and secure economy in supply chain. Here is a real case study of our collaboration with our client, Toyo Inc. in Taiwan. They supply photoresist liquid for panels to LCD factory in China. To meet decarbonization needs, we offer two solutions in our planning. Currently, a 20-liter tin container with an inner PE plastic components is used. After customer extract the photoresist, they dispose of the entire tin container. Solution Plan A, waste reduction. Replace with stainless steel fixture for extraction. The stainless steel fixture has a lifespan over 5 years, durable and reusable. Thinner internal PE plastic drum. Increase PE plastic drum thickness by 50 to 70% to serve as a transport container, replacing the tin layer protective function to meet transportation safety standards. Increase use of recycled material. Raise the proportion of recycled material in the thickness PE plastic drum to over 30%. Although this initial cost increases, but over time, long-term costs will be decreased because of the reusable stainless replacing disposable in tin material. Plan B, plastic reduction. Use stainless steel for the external drum and adopt no-pack technology, replaceable inner bag to reduce plastic usage. After extraction, return the stainless steel drum to the maker. Clean it, insert a new inner bag, and refill the product for reuse. Both plans demonstrate a company's action from a carbon perspective. Future directions in logistics development. As an important part of the supply chain, the logistics industry plays a key role in achieving decarbonization goals. We need to become silent advocates, driving transformation across the entire supply chain. Without logistics company, above jobs are difficult to be finished. Meantime, business challenge is also logistics companies' development direction. In addition, governments should promote the green transformation of logistics company. Through international cooperation under UNFCCC, governments and companies worldwide can share information, coordinate policy, reduce misunderstanding, and make more informed decisions. I am to an example and provide leadership in developing customized solutions for our clients. Let us make cooperation and achieve SDG Goal 12 and Goal 13. Thank you all. Next, please.
Thank you, Dave. I'm excited to present on a proven regional revitalization initiative, Newborn Village Lab in Huadong. This project started back in 2015 on the shores of Xincheng, where a kids' baseball team first took flight. The aspiration of a small group of children playing with bats laid the foundation of something much greater. That modest beginning grew into a broader vision for community revival. In Huadong, like many other rural areas, we face common challenges: limited amenities and tourism services, few job opportunities, and an aging population. Many young indigenous adults live for better opportunities, leaving behind families that often struggle to provide adequate care for their children. These situations result in low academic achievements among the kids and forces many into the workforce prematurely, leading to a cycle of vulnerability. To address these issues, we took action through community-based projects. Our journey started with building a baseball team, then evolved into creating an edu bookstore, the Yum Canteen, and the Tofu Pudding Shop. These ventures provide not only economic opportunities, but also safe spaces for children's growth and learning. A key milestone was the creation of a kindergarten and hostel that support kids from rural villages, offering them a nurturing environment. Our efforts have yielded significant results. The New Dawn Co-Learning Center has become a haven for underprivileged students, hosting various courses that foster local talent. We've established partnerships with organizations for NGO projects valued at over $5 million Taiwanese. Through the In-Between Mountains and Ocean Store, we connect local artisans with relanded designers, creating opportunities for sustainable economic growth. Our bookstore has not only enriched travelers, but also generates over 10 million Taiwanese dollars in contracts. This journey wouldn't be possible without our dedicated team, led by our founder, Hu Wenwei, who is a passionate baseball coach, and myself as a long-time sponsor. We have successfully turned vision into reality, transforming the lives of many in our community and look to expand the scope much further. Looking ahead, we plan to replicate our model to continue revitalizing abundant spaces in Xinchuan. Our goal is to make the Xinchuan a local hub for implementing SDGs. This includes developing a village museum, promoting creative crafts through the tofu pudding shop, and integrating cultural natural attractions to create a unique experience for visitors. Our next phase will focus on 4 main areas: talent development, village economics, history and culture, and community building. We aim to train the local teenagers, support relocators, and provide career counseling. In addition, we plan to transform local businesses, promote indigenous culture, and improve public spaces. These efforts will create a life symphony, harmonizing the needs of our residents with sustainable growth. In summary, the Newborn Village Lab is more than just a revitalization project. It's a living example of how the community, culture, and sustainable development can work together to breathe new life into rural areas. We are currently looking for investments, and we believe that with your continued support and collaboration, we can expand this impact and create a brighter future for Huadong's communities and other regions. Now I'm going to hand over the mic to Ms. Shen.
Thank you. So we heard that some villages need help from the corporate. So my topic is about how to leverage corporate responsibility for global sustainable developments. From my legal background, stepping into corporate sustainability team with a focus on E, and now stationed in India, being in a cooperation with international footprint, Foxconn Interconnect Technology, the world well-known electronic component manufacturing company, it takes me to places and has broadened my horizon. I, Ting San, would like to share my personal observation on how crucial a role enterprises, especially the ones from developed countries, play in advancing global sustainable developments. As Annexure B countries in Kyoto Protocol, developed countries are obliged to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The ones carry out the responsibility in this pathway are the corporations. Developed countries and the corporations possess considerable resources, technology, and expertise. Therefore, they are in a position to drive the global efforts in greenhouse gas emission reduction, and further, with one of the crucial measures as supporting developing countries in their sustainability journeys. The collaboration at global level and among public sectors, private sectors, and the society echoes SDG 17, Global Partnership for Sustainable Development. Collaboration and collective actions in every aspect are a must to achieve climate neutral. The ones who take initiatives are mostly from developed countries. Reason? These corporations who are more capable and equipped with necessary knowledge, technology, and know-how, or even power to unite all corporations in taking actions. These actions are both voluntary and called for from customers' request. A corporation, by training and supports, can line the whole supply chain up and combat the climate issues at global level. This echoes SDG 13, limit and adapt to climate change. The criteria and indicators on ESG set by corporations is a crucial way to ensure and encourage supply chain's sustainable management. The top-down goal setting in supply chain and the bottom-up target achieving calls for responsible consumption and production. With this routine and requirement, we can thus ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns echoing SDG 12. In FIT, the footprint has expanded into India. It is why I find the importance of the support to support developing countries and their corporations in the supply chain, being in the role of both a supplier and a customer. There are collaborations within the whole supply chain with our customers and also projects ongoing with the customer. There are requirements on every and each sustainable aspect, environmental in particular, to reduce greenhouse gas emission. It is need to both to use the renewable energy and increase of consumption and increase energy efficiency. The investment in developing countries thus calls for partnership for climate actions and responding to responsible supply chain management. As international corporations expand their footprint, there is investment. Investment in developing countries triggers the development of infrastructure. Developed countries support to build resilient infrastructure, promote sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation by sharing technology and lessons learned. This echoes SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. International cooperation and collaboration is crucial to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. With the global partnership, developed countries, especially corporations from developed countries, play the role to transfer technology, share best practices, and provide financial support, which would facilitate fulfilling the goals and working toward a sustainable future. By so doing, we are able to see the light at the end of the tunnel of the realization of Sustainable Development Goals. Let us work and walk together to build a more sustainable and equitable world where no country or community is left behind. Now let me turn the floor to my colleague, Jason.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jason Wang. I'm the director of Business Today Weekly Taiwan. And the topic I'm going to share and present is the changing role of media in some innovative SDG practice in Taiwan. I'm going to use my company, Business Today Weekly, as a case study to introduce our ways in promoting sustainability goal. As we know that in the context of the climate change reporting, media used to focus on overwhelming extreme news and emphasize disaster. However, I think the barrage of negative news always lead to audience fatigue and apathy. So we think the role of media needs to change. And the media should instead highlight solutions, success stories, and technological progress to inspire actions and foster solutions. Furthermore, we believe in media, we should create a new vehicle or platforms for better communication or engagement with our audience on SDG issues. Before I delve into the topic, I'd like to give you a brief idea about what we are, what the Business Today Weekly look like. We started 28 years ago from the print magazines and grew into one of the top media in Taiwan. Most importantly, we are the pioneer in the ESG issue in Taiwan, and we will create a multiple platform to promote SDG issue in Taiwan. The first SDG issue I want to emphasize is the Project Blue 1095, which I will give you some detail later. The second one is Act Now at Taiwan. We know that we are the first media in Taiwan follow UN's Act Now campaigns to urge the individual behavior change in the hope to contribute our part to mitigations of global warmings. Among all the initiatives, I like focus more on Project Blues 1095. Project Blues 1095 is a campaign aiming to use 3 years or the 195 days to call for actions to clean up the sea garbage on beach, on the sea surface, and under the seabed. We will use and recycle the waste and the plastic bottles we collect to make them into a new version of blue and white slippers, which has been one of the most beloved icons in Taiwan over last 50 years. All of these efforts make Project Blues not only an ocean cleanup, but a practice of circular economies and the cultural renaissance. No way we can go without partnership. We are helped by two innovative partners in Taiwan. Asia, they modify small boats into autopilots, vacuums, which can automatically collect the garbage on the sea surface. SDRs reinvent minivans into a mobile bottle shelter, which can reduce the size of a waste, easy to let us to carry the waste to recycle. And in order to give you a better ideas, I just brought the slippers to Baku from Taiwan. You can see that in my hands. Comparing with the old slipper, you can see that on the middle of the slide. You may find that how much the modification we made to make the new version happens. And if you flip the slippers, you may find the shape of Taiwan just printed on the bottom of the flap. And over the 3 years, I think this is quite important. Over 70,000 bottles have been collected and recycled, and over the 14,000 pair of a new slipper like this one has been made. And it's proof not only a campaign, but a viable business model. The second phase of Project Blues has been introduced this year, 2024. Two plans we want to achieve. Plan 1, we want to restore the cloudfish around the Taiwan oceans. The Plan 2, we want to promote the sustainable seafood and its certification systems. Most important, I think, we want to expand our circular economies to another Taiwanese cultural icon, which is the lunchbox. It's in my hands. And with the help of a Taiwanese company, his name is Dea. We also want to use the sea waste and recycle them to make this lunchbox happens and to change our role as a media, as a better engagement with our audience in an attempt to enhance the public awareness, change their behavior, hopefully slow down the climate change. We think narrative cannot make change happen, only action can. So let's go for it and get our hand dirty. Next speaker, Professor Yu.
Thank you so much for all my distinguished colleague. And I will be the last round to do the presentation about even you are not the private company, if you are become the biggest company, how you can do in the sustainability in the corporation. 5 years ago, actually, that we got the 300 company inside. And also our chairman always considering how to do the sustainability and to let the education will be explored in the time. So back into 20 years ago, the 5 years ago started trying to using the bottle. The bottle, I think you might know of that, it's like a Coca-Cola. in the worldwide, more than 17% Coca-Cola now is produced by the 5th new century. So in case that when we considering the bottle, how to do, I might to give you 2 case study is among the 5th group. The first is about the 5th new century, and this company we just are doing the land, ocean, and the air. For the air, we're just doing the carbon capture, trying to capture the carbon in the water. And the other one, we're doing the ocean waste. As everybody knows that the ocean waste sometimes we're causing our animals, like a dolphin, like a turtle, they become die. So in that time, that's the 5th new century, they using the ocean waste become the polyester. So like my hand, this polyester, now we're just trying to become the texture. Maybe you can have a look at this one. Back in 2 years ago, that we trying to using the World Cup in the worldwide, and this World Cup is in fiber that will be quite popular in that time. The other one, we just wanted to let everything of the texture will be popular in the living coal. So in that 5th new century, they just made the polyester sports shoes, trying to let everybody know that how to do the ocean waste and become your living material. So that's everything back into 20 years ago. That's a 5th group they're trying to do that. The other one, I just want to talking about Yuanzhi University. Yuanzhi is one of the 5th groups, the corporation. So they're trying to use the energy serving. Above our roofs, we got the solar panel, and we also trying to do the education for the biodiversification. I think that's quite important for everything. And for the 5th groups, we are not only trying to saving the earth, especially for the bottle to bottle, especially we just wanted to let our education will be more explored. Today, I just wanted to bring the new concept of the bottle to bottle. Sometimes we will say business to business, but actually it's bottle to bottle. Maybe the other one, we might considering the bottle to the texture, or the bottle to the other things. Which is mean you need to let every waste become the gold. That's quite important for that. So I think that the whole everything, that's my colleague, they doing the good presentation for that. We're just talking about the media. We're just talking about it. If you want to do developing a new country, you can doing well. And also we just wanted to let everybody know of that. That's important things in Taiwan. Even Taiwan, there's a small island. This is why maybe we just try our best to do the sustainability issue among the different companies, and also including the media. So that's everything we want to do that. Thank you so much. So we need to pass to our table chair to make the final conclusion. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Dave, thank you so much.